All right, back again. This is going to be a little bit different, seeing as how I was scared to miss my flight and left Paul. We were going to do this together, so now we're going to do it on Teams. But
Yeah.
Max finally done. We're traveling home, so I've got Paul Anderson, our vice president of sales, with us. Wanted to see what his takeaways from the meetings were.
Yeah, sometimes the plan that you have when 5:30 in the morning comes and you arrive at the O'Hare Airport kind of goes out of whack. Glad we were able to do this before we both jump on a flight. But yeah, I mean, this is my, I think technically 13th meeting here. What about you, Travis?
This is my 17th
Yeah.
meeting.
So, and first time back in Chicago. That's kind of where Travis and I both got kind of initiated into these Mac meetings. So excited to be back in Chicago. To one of the things I really just enjoy is just the community of the MDN. For anybody that doesn't know what that is, the Mac Distribution Network. So it's a global distribution network that distributes Mac and PhD throughout the world and their dedicated territories. So it's a bunch of people doing what we do on a daily basis and having the same struggles, sharing successes that we can leverage and learn from. Um, so I think it's just very invaluable. There is value for us being, we'll call it more tenured, and value for people that just start a couple months ago. And I think you can get out of it whatever you put into it, and the community that's there, the technology that's shown, just really helps to motivate you, to show you kind of what everybody else is doing. We're able to communicate and have um, conversations around what you're doing as well. So I think it's just one of the things I look forward to each year when we're up here, just being able to kind of talk through this with all of our counterparts.
Yeah, I think that our sales guys have done a great job of learning the technology from Mac. And I think one thing that was hit on at the meetings, well, two things that were hit on at the meetings that we need to take away is one, we need to talk more about the MDN network and how that benefits our customers. And two, that new TLD traveling lab demonstrator to show our valve technology against our competitors to give us a foot up, or even show that sometimes you size a valve too big and we can actually go to a smaller valve and save money for our customers by getting the right technology into the right fit, form, and function, is invaluable. And I don't think we use that enough. And now that the traveling lab demonstrator isn't the size of a suitcase and we can put it in a backpack and walk it into customers real easily, I think that's going to set us off on a new trajectory with our customers in Florida and Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just, I mean, it's a great training device for our internal team, but also for customers. I mean, not many customers are, we'll call it experts around pneumatics and vacuum. And when you're focusing on machines, technology, and all that stuff, the pneumatics and the vacuum portion of it is not necessarily something that you spend a lot of time on. So if we can just use it as a training device to say, okay, here's how long it takes to actuate this cylinder if you use an 1/8 inch tube versus a 1/4 inch tube, if you use a 0.3 CD valve versus a 0.5 CD valve, and really just help to right size systems, to kind of educate the different things that affect how you size the system, and just use that. I mean, it's our goal to kind of educate customers on how to maybe optimize their systems and to show them things that they haven't seen. That's one of the cool things about this meeting is you get to see technology that's happening and affecting people all over the world. And the Carnival, I think you guys talked about a little bit yesterday, like each one of the branches has a table set up, and the expectation is to bring some technology that the rest of the group can leverage. And so we probably had 40 tables set up yesterday
Yeah.
that we could walk around and talk to. So that's pretty impactful.
Yeah. It gets bigger every year, Carnival, I feel like. And they get more creative every year. Like 17 years ago, I look back and I'm like, okay, the tables were kind of, normal. And now we've got games being played while you're learning the technology, and you're seeing, multiple different actuators being used to, I saw one where they teed up a golf ball. I think it was Voller had
Volker,
a
yep,
golf ball. Yeah, Volker
yep,
had a golf ball tee up, and then you putted it. So, I mean, they're getting creative on how they teach the technology to the newer guys. So I think it gets everybody involved and excited about, what the future holds for them when they go back to their respective sales areas and can take that information back.
yeah, for sure. And now you have
So just
relationships that you can literally text somebody in Washington State. I mean, there's a cement plant that we have in Florida that they've had some success out in Washington State, and now we can directly communicate with status updates, can get the two plant contacts in contact and let them kind of see the impact that it's making, and really just help us connect our contacts that even though they might be in the same company, they might
yeah,
not even know each other. So
yeah,
that's pretty powerful too.
yeah, and also to kind of wrap it up here because I think they're calling my flight. Um, the awards last night were great. Matt Neff always does a great job, directing those. Him and Joe. Joe was up there for a little while, seeing all the guys that have spent 25 years. It was great to see that many 25-year guys getting awards. I think that's probably the largest I've ever seen. So that's always good to see that people are actually staying in with Mac, and it's kind of a testament to what we sell. Like it's so good, nobody wants to leave, right?
Yep.
Um, but then we also won Distributor of the Year for Alabama, which was
Yeah.
pretty good success. They, I like to say the Alabama guys did it, but it's the mindset of our team. I think,
Yeah.
our team when we brought on Jordan and Garrett, and we'll even throw Blake Chandler in there, even though he's not with us, but he was an integral part of it from last year. The mindset of the team that you and Doug push on us every day has pushed us to those heights, and that's made it, achievable for us to do things like win Mac Distributor of the Year.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
then also, go ahead.
our culture, I was just gonna say our culture within Adams mirrors and mimics the culture within MDN, right? So our Jonathan in Jacksonville, Javier in South Florida, Jake, Chase, everybody's had their phone available, being able to give insight to the guys in Alabama to help them out as they learn. So it definitely is a team award, not necessarily just a branch award, even though it's dedicated to the Alabama branch.
Yeah. Yep. And then also, we'll make Nate happy. Third year in a row, we've won something on
Fourth,
the fourth year in a row
four
on
Pete.
presentations. So this year, Jake was able to bring home some hardware from his presentation on a solution he did for Core Technology, which is always good because our marketing group loves that. Obviously, we do a lot of marketing online. Everybody sees it. Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's technical, but at the end of the day, that's something that we're going to keep doing. So you're going to see more of it. Anything on that from you, Paul, from a marketing standpoint you want to put in?
No, I mean, I think it's fun just to be able to share like these technologies in a fun way. It's a great change that Mac did a couple of years ago, is allowing us to get creative and share our stories. And when you talk about creativity and you talk about our marketing team led by Nate, it's it's really exciting to see what they're going to come up with each time. So the some of the team hadn't even seen it when it was presented yesterday too. So it's fun to watch that result. So.
Yeah, he did a great job on that one. It was
Yep.
just for a little feedback for people who weren't there. It was a solution for a fire truck that sounds a horn, and he looped in a rap song from Lil Wayne to match up with the horn. So it was very creative. Um, and with that, like I said, we're going to be bringing more content. I'm traveling with Paul. Funny enough, we're going to fly home for a couple of days, and then we fly out to Germany. So you'll see us again. We're going to do some videos from Germany doing PERMA meetings. So what we can show you at PERMA meetings, we'll try and bring it to you. And then also, you might even get some video clips from Oktoberfest. We're going to be lucky enough to go spend some time at Oktoberfest this year. So hopefully we will bring you some videos from there. So with
Yes,
that,
sir. Looking forward to it, man. See you in Germany.
Yep. See you soon. All right. Thanks, everyone.